Okay. I'm gonna do my thoughts on a class of trick. It's not any trick in particular. It's any and all gainer tricks. Gainer full, corkscrew, whatever. Yeah, cork variations. So, well, we're just gonna go with gainer tricks because cork variations are weird. So gainer tricks, whether it's a moon kick or a gainer full, J-step corkscrew, swing through gainer full, double cork, gainer double full, anything like that. Here's my thoughts on that. Ways to improve them. I'm just going to run through the tricks and how I do them. Take from it what you will. This is not the way to do it, it's a way to do it. Okay? Start with J-step gainer. This all goes back to a standing back tuck, standing full. The basic principles of twisting. When you're doing a back tuck, you don't whip. You set up, you leave your chest where it is, bring your chest up, you bring your knees to your chest, but you leave your chest where it is, and you flip over, right? Well, that really helps to spot something, correct? You're going to take that concept, put it into your gainers. And you do J-step gainer. When you take off, you're looking, like if I'm taking off, facing the camera, I'm looking at the camera as I go backwards. Because what that does, and this is your goal is not to whip over fast. Your goal is to get good control of your flip and your set. That's where it's at. You don't want to flip over really fast because it's not controlled. You want to control your set. So the goal is to take your shoulders and leave them where they are. Okay, here's your shoulders right here. I'm holding your shoulders. Now I got your hips. Okay? You do not want to drop your hips. Drop your shoulders. Okay? And then flip around. You want to leave your shoulders where they are and bring your hips up to your shoulders. Okay? Now, you do that by setting up, watching your target as you flip. You watch it because then you can't drop your shoulders all the way back. You're going to drop them a little bit, but that's not the goal. You want to avoid as much of that as possible. Okay? So this is how you get a lot of height and a lot of control on your gainer tricks. Okay, I'm almost 6 feet tall. So if I can do a gainer at head height, that's pretty big. Not because I can do it amazing or I'm being like arrogant or anything. It's just the physics of it. I'm a big guy. There's a lot of me to get around. So this is how I figured out how to do that. There's a lot of Vail to get through the air. So this is what I figured out in doing so. So leave your shoulders where they are. Okay? Set up, leave your shoulders, bring your hips up. Okay? And then from there, you're going to drop out of your flip with time, control, extra flips that you can build on that trick. That's just a gainer. Gainer switch is the exact same thing. You're going to gainer, you're going to take off, you're going to leave your shoulders where they are. You're going to hop your shoulders up, leave them where they are, and pull your hips up. And then at the top of your jump, you're going to switch, and you're going to carry on through. Easy enough. Okay? Gainer full is the exact same thing. If you can do a full twist where you set up and twist over, almost gymnast style, you add that concept into your gainer fulls. It's no secret that I can do pivot gainer full, swing through gainer double full very consistently. Because once you figure it out, gainer full to another gainer full trick is pretty easy. And that's just because of that concept. Pivot, when I do pivot, gainer, full, I pivot, spot something, swing straight up as if I'm going to do like a back tuck, a really high back tuck. At the top of that swing my leg up, and once I'm up in the air and I brought my hips up, I'm going to twist over. And when I twist over, it allows all my power, my momentum to finish. And it comes through, landing on that leg, swinging into the next one. That's how I do pivot, gainer, double full. Same concept. It's not easy, but it's not too hard either. So if you can grasp that concept, you can do almost any twisting move and any gainer move. Double or like corks and stuff from the J step, I look at them the same way. They end up going like 45 to sideways, but the fact is my feet are always underneath me when I come out of it. That's because I'm going to gainer up even though I'm J-stepping and I'm turning about 90 degrees into that corkscrew, I'm still gainering up as much as I can and then twisting over. And because the idea is that, like for a corkscrew, is that you gainer on the way up and twist on the way down from your flip. You gainer on the way up, twist on the way down. Because if you have the proper set and control of your flip, then the twist, you're going to have more time in the world to do the twist. And you're going to be higher, your feet are going to be underneath you, and you're going to have enough flip to where you kind of have to swing it through. Or do an extra spin, a box cutter, whatever. Because you have the time, you have the power. That's the goal. Is you're going to gainer all the way to inversion, but you're going to go up. You're not going to whip it back. You're going to go up and flip hard. You're going to gainer all the way to inversion, twist on your way down. On the last half of your flip, you twist it. Even though, and that's your goal, That's not what happens, but that's your goal. Because if you're trying to twist to inversion, you're gonna flip to inversion, you're gonna twist at about 45. And even then, 45 twisting over, you're gonna have a lot of flip in there. If you got all the way up to completely inverted and then twisted, you're gonna have more flip, and you're just gonna miss your feet completely and eat shit. So, but whatever. So that's kind of how I treat gainer techniques. From any setup, that's how it goes. So, I'm gonna do individual tutorials for all the gainer moves, but that's the basic premise of how I treat them. That's my walkthrough of how I do them. So let's build on that.